The day I'm recording this is in the first week of April, and aside from blackberry season, this is one of my favourite times of year for foraging. Time when the woodlands get carpeted in green again and those first signs of spring come out. So in the bluebells and in this particular plant here, which is wild garlic or ramsons. Just a fantastic little chance to forage from the landscape and get some wild edibles in your diet right at the start of the year. So keep watching, tell you all about how to identify it, what to look out for in lookalikes, and how to make best use of this season's bounty. When it comes to finding wild garlic, what you're looking for is an older woodland with a river or stream running through it. Wild garlic tends to like these damper areas right next to a watercourse, and where it does grow, it grows in amazing abundance. And it won't take you long to find a couple of local areas where you can reliably gather wild garlic year after year. So have a look at the maps, and in your area think about places where you can, in public areas where there's both woodland and waterway, and chances are this time of year, early springtime, you won't be disappointed. So when we're looking to identify wild garlic, first thing we're looking for is these bright green leaves. It's carpeted bright green leaves, and the leaves will be growing from a central little cluster. Then looking a little bit closer at the leaves, what you're looking for is a long green leaf with a point on the end, and the veins in the leaf running from this stem all the way to the tip of the leaf. Now the main lookalike, and one that would be problematic to get confused with this, is a plant known as lords and ladies. Now there are two main differences between wild garlic and lords and ladies, and one of those is the way that leaf attaches to the stem here. On lords and ladies there will be a little heart-shaped bump in between the stem and the leaf, whereas wild garlic will have the smooth transition from leaf to stem along. The other way to tell if it's definitely wild garlic is to tear it up, crush it up a bit, and if there's a smell, it should give you a really strong smell of garlic, and is really distinctive and unlikely that you're going to have any problems confusing that smell with anything else. So again, the main things you're looking for is long pointy leaf, very strong green color, and a straight transition from leaf to stalk. Here we have a clump of lords and ladies, which grows in very similar places. Now on the bigger leaves, the difference is quite distinctive. You can see that the leaf doesn't transition from the edge to the stalk smoothly. You get this almost like a butterfly or heart-shaped indentation. But on the younger leaves, it is a lot less pronounced. But if you look carefully, you can see beginnings of it. It also has a much rounder shape, and the veins tend to be more of a branch pattern rather than a straight transition. Again, if you're not sure, the garlic smell will help you out. This is one that you really don't want to be eating, as the crystals will cause you severe digestive problems, so well avoid it. But if you do eat some, you will likely survive it. It's not much of an issue, and you can tell straight away that you've eaten something that you shouldn't have. So when in doubt, go for the larger, more mature leaves and check for wild garlic smell. Before you get started with your foraging, here are a few things to remember. Number one, make sure that before you eat something that you know that you're absolutely certain as to what it actually is. This video is just an introduction. I'd recommend getting a couple of good identification guides and sticking to them and doing your own research. Second thing is, whenever you're gathering wild resources, always think about gathering in moderation. So one of the rules in foraging is the rule of 5, where you'll only ever take a fifth of the resources from a particular plant or particular area. So forage sparingly. Luckily with wild garlic, this isn't very much of a problem. It does grow in massive abundance, but we want more next year. So everything in moderation. Don't strip farm. Finally, be careful where you're gathering from. Have a look at the water quality around you. Ascertain whether you are going to be gathering from too close to a footpath, because this is a relatively low-lying plant. And you don't know what sort of walkers and dogs have been through before you arrived. A good rule of thumb is to give it a bit of a rinse or cook it before you eat it. But I don't tend to be too precious about this. A little bit of probiotic will do you the world of good, in my opinion. As I said, just my opinion. It's up to you to make your own decisions. With that, I'll say thank you for watching, happy foraging, and I'll see you in the next video.